Previously on I have no idea when to stop building. You are now a certified pie. Welcome, my lovely. This is gonna be split in two parts. In the first part, we are now onto building some more of the cafe. I know they look kind of manicured, but also overgrown. I need to spill the fucking tea.
Tells lies like Pinocchio.
Love me a bit of passing.
Really?
So let's get back into it. This is all you get for the intro. Let's go. Woohoo. Italian Hills time, bitch. Okay, y'all. I feel like I'm out of breath just from doing this, and I wasn't even, I wasn't physically breaking cliffs. But Jesus Christ, why does it take so long in this game? I want to cry. But honestly, I want to know what love is. No, I think this is a good amount of space. You might need to destroy more cliff, but honestly, at this point, I can't be asked anymore. So I think step, I don't know, 6,000 in this fucking build, because apparently I don't know how to stop. Let me, get a house plot. Should we get Blair's house or should we get Maddie's house? I think we should get Maddie's house. Maddie's gonna be the winer. What's that word? Google says winemaker. So Winzer in German, Winzer. All right, Nookie Pookie, can you please give me a plot? Maddie, come with. Also, did I say Blair or Maddie? I meant Gabby or Maddie. Maddie, come with. Slay the fuck out of this build, please. We need it. Hi, Maddie. You sweet pie. You sweetie cutie pie. I'm totes down. Oh my god, I can't believe she's a fucking peppy. Is she a peppy? I think she is a peppy, which makes me scream. I hate the peppies. They are too much for me. I'm totes down. Oh my gosh. Please. Smash in. Let's go. Let's go. I have no idea at this point. Look at Dizzy. Ah, bless him. He's so cute. Okay, let's climb up here and have a ponder of about where the house is gonna go. I think I want it slightly off to the right, like behind the hyacinth. Okay, I have marked it in my mind. I've marked it in my brain, and then we're gonna get my pathing tool. Smash in. It was there. So we're gonna go there. And maybe slightly forward. Flop it right there. Stunning. Yes, this is the spot. And then we need to time travel. I might actually time travel to a Sunday to get some turnips, because we're gonna need so many trees. So many trees. Stunning, Miss Bitch. Let me actually get 200, to be fair. Thank you. Okay. We have moved the house. It has been moved. Smash in. Let's check it out. Check it. 2 minutes later. Either that or getting demonetized. Bing. Oh, this is going to be super fidgety. I think this is going to be a speed build. Bye-bye. Alrighty, shall we get into this? I've been looking forward to narrating this for so long. Not really narrating this, but like sharing this in general, because y'all, this build took me so long. And I used over 150 shrubs for this. I mainly used the, what is it called? The azaleas and the hydrangea bushes, because I felt like they blended quite well with the blend. Is that a word? They blended in quite well with the hedges. And essentially how you're going to achieve this, like, not really hill, but it looks like it's kind of like sloping up. And I wanted it to look like there are soft hills that are overgrown by these vines. So within like a vineyard, right? So I kind of thought about like different layers and like different heights of those green elements. And it's going to be very green. And the smallest thing are the shrubs, and then dog barking in the background. I hope you can't hear that. And then we have the hedges. What are they called? The medium hardwoods, then the large young hardwoods, and then the fully grown hardwoods. And essentially I plopped these trees around, not really in straight lines, but kind of like how I wanted the hill to be shaped, and then layered them up with the hedges in front of the little tree stumps to hide them. And then in front of the hedges, when there was no tree in front of the hedge, I put shrubs so that they would hide that like weird metally bit, and the shrubs are also slightly lower than the hedge. Also, hi Maddie, how are you? I loved that she, taught us the, what is it, aggravation emotion, because it kind of like reflected on, how I felt during this build, because I might have gotten a bit frustrated because it took me so long. This took so long, and obviously I'm going to cut a bit of it out because it's going to get quite repetitive once you you get like the gist of it. And maybe I can like try to create like a little graphic where I show how you kind of have to layer this up. And then obviously, depending on what direction you want the hill to go, you're going to increase the size or the growth state basically of the trees. And I'm going to say it again because I feel like maybe not everyone knows it. The way that you can stunt tree growth is by planting a little fruit seedling behind or in any of the surrounding tiles. So you can also stunt multiple trees with one little seedling if they are in just one tile apart. So that's essentially what you got to do. And then I also decided to add in a different like layer of cliff on which we're also going to go about it the exact same way like we did down here. So we're going to flop in like some shrubs, some hedges, and then medium young hardwoods and stuff like that, just to give it like even more height and even more depth. And it's gonna look quite cute from the lookup point that we built last time. I'm gonna flop a little card up right here if you haven't checked that video out yourself, my love. But I feel like we haven't spoken, so how are you? I hope you're well. I hope the heat isn't kicking your ass like it is for me. I am melting. I just finished streaming, by the way. Thank you so much, by the way, for flopping over if you've been to any of the streams lately. I really enjoy seeing so many new faces there. Makes me very, very happy, and I have so much fun with that other island, so thank you so much for that. But I really hope it's not as hot for you as it is for me, because it's disgusting and I hate it so much. So I'm excited to be watching some Love Island soon, you know, in a couple of minutes after I finish recording this thingy, because it's gonna go even more heated. But anyway, back to the build. I don't know, I will be waffling on a bit today because I feel like a waffle, you know, so sometimes you gotta be a waffle. Yeah, but here you can see me starting to kind of terraform up that cliff. It's going to be a bit fidgety, and I usually would never keep any like straight edges with the cliffs, but we are going to do that in some places. Like kind of here, we kind of kept the right angle just because we will be flopping shrubs and stuff there anyway, and you won't really be seeing it because those hills are not going to be accessible, at least not from like up above. So you won't be able to see any like kind of straight angle. Sorry, I had to burp, and I kind of tried to suppress it, so that's not very healthy, but here we are. Anywho, more terraforming. I'm very excited though about the final bits of this build because it's going to feel very cozy. I flopped in a little table setup as well, and I'm probably also going to be customizing Maddie's house, but I'm quite happy with it as is. I just don't have I can't bring myself to speedrun the HHP at the moment because we just did it for Chickpea, and it's going to take me a little longer to, you know, get up my willpower and my inspiration, my motivation to speedrun HHP once more. I wish we could just like kind of transfer all the progress that we've made in HHP over to a different island. It would be so good if like the HHP wouldn't be attached to a game, like to an island. It would be so good because I just can't be asked anymore. It's so tedious. But anywho, I will probably do that, maybe keep the house shape but make it a bit more brownish because it's quite like yellowy, orangey kind of colored. But in general, this is going to be the color palette really, so we're going to stick to like oranges, obviously the greens for the hills and stuff, and then we will be having a ton of brown tones, a ton of yellow, and white. Sorry, my brain's completely mushed. But yeah, up here on the cliff, I didn't go too high up. I was initially planning to also put in a second layer of cliff, which I didn't end up doing because I think it would have been a bit too much, and you won't be able to see it because it's like very close to like the edge of what you're going to be able to see from the viewpoint that we have. So I didn't really feel like wasting that space and also like wasting that many shrubs, because at one point I was like, I want to be done with this. I had to run to Treasure Island so often to get new shrubs and like get new shrub seedlings. It was ridiculous, and we also used so many trees. I actually thought we would need more though, to be fair. So the shrubs were a bit more tedious, if I do say so myself. It was so be prepared, okay? Be prepared to get brain damage from this. From all the repetition, your thumbs are gonna hurt and your brain's gonna smoke, and that's very fun, you know. So we're all here for the heat. It seems to be a theme today. I am not sure if this is even gonna make it into the video because I feel like this voiceover is interesting. Very interesting, but here we are. But yeah, I'm kind of finishing up this cliff back here, and then I think we're about to move down, downstairs even, to work on the house a bit more, because I think we will be flopping in a little path. I'm not exactly sure what that path is going to attach to. Maybe we're going to lead it into like the river mouth with a little bridge in the future. Maybe that's going to be next week's build, but here you can kind of see me check the view, which I'm very, very happy about. By the way, while I'm laying down this path, I completely forgot to address it on here. I feel like I've addressed it on the YouTube like community tab, I've addressed it on streams, but as you have maybe noticed, we have changed the username. I'm not Nina anymore. I am now Nina Tries Everywhere. Because not Nina Tries Everywhere. I'm Nina Tries on all platforms. And we kind of just brought that username over from Twitch because I felt like I wanted to have one username on all platforms. The VOD channel, where if any one of you doesn't have Twitch but still would like to, you know, stay up to date with the streams, because we are working on Chickpea on both platforms, so you might miss stuff if you're not on both. I am uploading them on the VOD channel, which is called Nina Cries. So in case that's something that you're interested in, there you go. Don't ask me how I came up with that name. I kind of played with letters and played with like VOD and clips and stuff, and then I put the C and the V in front of the tries and stuff, and it Nina Cries popped out. So I was like, it kind of fits, because sometimes I also want to slap my face across the face, slap myself across the face, or in the face even. Yeah, that makes sense. Why am I talking about this? I have no idea, because we're building, and yep. But to the right here, I wanted another, Jesus Christ, this voiceover. Oh my Lord. I just still wanted to do a voiceover today because I have so much work to do tomorrow, and I felt like I was on a high today, because do you get that in the mornings where you just feel so sluggish and it takes you like almost the entire day to wake up, and then at night you kind of wake up and you get your energies? Because that's what it feels like for me, and I don't know why that is, because that's not very useful, love. Please give me my energies in the morning, because that's when I need it, because that's when I need to work. Hello? I'm very rude of you. Over to the right here, I wanted to have another hill, so I flopped in some trees. I was initially only going to make it trees, but then we're going to make this like round cliff, because I felt like we needed a bit more height. And we're also going to be plopping a cliff all the way across, like against kind of the beach rock back there, and kind of frame it in a bit more, because I felt like I didn't really know what to put there because it's an awkward space. So I thought, right, you know, why not block it off completely, because we're probably going to keep the beaches inaccessible. Again, here's a little clip of my Joy-Con controller glitching out, which is very terrifying, because I couldn't do anything. It just stayed like that. I was moving the Joy-Con controller, and I was like, that is not drift anymore, because I am moving the Joy-Con controller, love. Nintendo, please own up. What are you doing? I think my game is haunted. So that was an interesting experience. I could have rather not experienced it, but here we are, you know, here we absolutely are. But yeah, more cliff. Again, very weird kind of shape with the two little bits to all the way to the left, which I would never use, like never keep. But since we're going to be flopping shrubs there and it's all the way in the back, you're not going to see. And I feel like it just helped to fill the space a bit better. So it was more about space filling than, you know, other stuff. Also, why is my thing glitching out? Jesus, that was scary. I think my PC might be haunted, because my whole PC just glitched out. I just got like a black frame around my software, and it hid parts of my Premiere Pro software. And I was like, sir, are you okay? Where are you going? Why are you turning black? Why is the screen turning black? What's going on? Help. Hala. Humalala. Anywho, this is gonna be an interesting one to edit, because the thing is, I probably won't edit much. And I feel like actually I've been saying that a lot, and I am enjoying the less edited voiceover itself, and just like make it funny, not funny, but like make it a bit more bearable in general, because I don't know, I just really like not bleeping out as much, which I'm gonna do anyway. I feel like I need to address that again, because I put it on the community app. But if I say fuck, I'm gonna say fuck now, and you're not gonna hear duck noise, because my streams are going to have a content warning for 16+. I have that in my info little thingy, not in every single description, but just so that you know, in case you are under that age, be warned, because I will be cussing a little. I do cuss a little. Probably fuck. That's the essence of that. No, I just really appreciate kind of not censoring the ums and like the pauses as much, because it feels a bit more natural, And but yeah, I do have a lot of M's, so I might edit them out. Why am I going on about this? Hello. To the sides, now it's going to get a bit all over the place. So we're going to be planting some shrubs, we're going to be planting some trees and flowers, and then we will be going back to items and vice versa. But I decided to kind of extend this build with some storefronts to just make it feel a bit more farmy, like farm-esque, and give it that like vineyard feel, so that the person who's making that wine can stay there and make their wine and chill outside, sit in the sun. And I try to keep it fairly open for like my books, so we're not going to clutter up the pathway too much, and we're also not going to be lining it with trees for 2 reasons. One's obviously being I built these hills and I want people to be able to see them, because I used 150 shrubs and I do not want that to go down the drain, down the toilet. So I want them to be visible, obviously, but also just to keep it open, because like there are no tall trees within those hills that I was trying to recreate. I probably popped up a little inspiration pic towards like the front, like the first couple of minutes of this build. So you should probably know. If not, I'm gonna flop it up right now. Woohoo, woohoo. 17 minutes into the build, you will know what I'm building. Smashing drop. But yeah, I just kind of dropped in a ton of the decorative bottles and also those pirate barrels, because they feel like those like wine barrels, because we have the sideways ones, and that felt quite fitting. And I'm just going to mix together like all the brown tones, all the kind of like grayish brown tones. I think it's called the ashy brown or something along those lines, with the chairs and stuff like that, and also green. So we're keeping it very, very neutral. And we're also going to be flopping in a pumpkin patch. I'm not really sure why, I just felt like doing that, because I feel like I never really do those pumpkin patches or vegetable patches in general anymore, where we have, you know, an in-game path and then put like an actual like crop on there. I just feel like I never do that anymore, and I felt like it would be a cute little space filler and also fit this space quite well, you know, keep it farmy, keep it natural. Obviously you've overgrew it slightly with some flowers and some shrubs here and there, but I tried to go with like a zigzag pattern, which also is not very me usually. I would usually go for like a more asymmetrical vibe, but you know, I try to spruce it up with an ingrown flower kind of. Ingrown flower sounds very wrong, like an ingrown toenail kind of. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've been saying this so often today, but you know, I told you we would get an unfiltered Nina, and that also goes for this, like those stupid little fuck ups sometimes that I would usually cut out, and you're going to hear them now, and you will probably think, wow, this bitch is crazy. Why am I subscribed? Why am I subscribed? I feel like I just lost brain cells. That could very well be the case, but you know, we're all gonna be here for that. Thank you very much. Anywho, last little bits and bobs here with the clothesline, some rocks here and there, because I felt like we needed a bit more stones. But yeah, that's really all that there is to this build. It's just a lot of shrubs, a lot of trees, tons of flowers and stuff like that. Also a lot of the vine, like the things that you can pop against the cliff, and that's about it really. So I am about to leave you now with a montage of this finished build, my lovely. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I also go live twice a week on Tuesdays and on Thursdays at 5 p.m. CST if you'd like to check that out, where we are working on our other abandoned Kitcore island. And I'm also live on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, also at 5 p.m. CST, if you'd like to check that out. And if not, I will see you for the next video next week. Have a good one, my lovely. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.